Hello, good morning. Welcome to day 2 of Morning Magic, our 7-day journey of intention setting and mindful living. Today's intention is gratitude. We'll be setting this intention here on our mats this morning and then taking it with us out into our day. For this practice, you don't necessarily need any props, maybe a blanket for camel pose under the knees. If you have blocks and you'd like to have them near your mat, as always, have those nearby, but there shouldn't be any props that you absolutely need for this practice. Alrighty, so grab whatever it is that you'd like to have nearby, unroll your mat, and I'll meet you right here in a tall seat. Alrighty, so finding your tall seat, sitting up on something if you'd like to sit up on something to elevate the hips, finding any configuration in the legs that feels most comfortable for you this morning. And once you get there, bring the palms to touch at heart center, coming into Anjali Mudra. Allow the eyelids to close. Anjali Mudra is a gesture of gratitude. So as you find your mudra here, as you close down your eyes, as you start to dip into this moment, allow your mind to sort of wander to all of the things in your life that you have to be grateful for. You have woken up with breath and you are on your mat. So right there, those are 2 incredible things to be grateful for. You have a device on which to watch this class, a place in which to practice. It's pretty lucky. And as you allow all these things that you are grateful for to sort of move through your mind, you can begin to say silently to yourself, I start this day with a grateful heart. I start this day with a grateful heart. And then gently releasing hands and opening the eyes, or keeping them closed if you like. We're just going to take some rolls of the head, some neck circles. So if you'd like to keep the eyes closed, you can. You're going to go ahead and drop the chin towards the chest, and then bring left ear towards the left shoulder, and then drop the head back. And then come back, left ear, left shoulder, chin to chest. And then right ear, right shoulder, drop the head back. Right ear, right shoulder, and chin to chest. Left ear, left shoulder, and back. Left ear, left shoulder, chin to chest. Right ear, right shoulder, and back. Right ear, right shoulder, chin to chest. Making full circles this time. Right ear to the left shoulder. Drop the head back, and then right ear to the right shoulder, chin to chest. And then reverse it, right ear, right shoulder, drop the head back, left ear, left shoulder, chin to chest. Beautiful, lifting the head. And then opening the eyes if you haven't already, and making your way into your tabletop position, hands and knees. Moving any props if you sat up on anything. Stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, moving through cat-cows. Inhaling to drop the belly, lift the gaze and the tailbone. And exhaling to round the spine, press the earth away. Inhale to arch. Then exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Take 2 more like this. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. And then finding a neutral spine. Walking the hands forward about 1 hand length, 1 hand's distance. Tucking the toes, lifting the knees and the hips. Find downward facing dog. First downward facing dog of the day here, so take any movement that feels good, that speaks to you. Allow any popping or cracking to happen in the knees, maybe the ankles, kind of waking everything up. When you feel satisfied with movement, you can find stillness in your downward facing dog. And then walking the feet up towards the hands. Nice and slow, making your way to the top of the mat. Finding hip width distance, a bend in the knees, and letting the torso and head hang heavy. And checking in here with hamstrings and back. Noticing the sensations that are present. Maybe they feel a bit stiff since it's early. See if you can meet that stiffness with a grateful heart. Grateful that you feel things. And then from here, inhale to lift halfway. Lengthen crown of the head forward. And exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, stay right here. Bring hands to hips. And inhale, come up to stand with a flat back. Beautiful. Find your Tadasana mountain pose. Big toes touching. Slight gap in between the heels. Shoulder blades pulling back and down, standing up really nice and tall. Heart space open. Grateful heart. Go ahead and hook the thumbs in front of the body. You'll bring a gentle bend into the knees, and as you inhale, swoop the arms up towards the sky. Open that grateful heart up to the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to bring that slight bend back into the knees, swoop the arms all the way down around behind you, and clasp the hands here as you fold. So maybe you can bring the palms all the way to touch. Maybe you can straighten the arms. Maybe not. Maybe it's too early for that. Find the variation that works for you here, finding a bit more openness in the chest and the shoulders. And then go ahead and release hands onto the earth and step the right foot way back. Bringing the right knee onto the earth. If you'd like to bring a blanket underneath the knee, please feel free. On your inhale, you'll lift the torso for Anjaneyasana. Take 1 more inhale here. Exhale, bring hands to the earth. Tuck back toes, lift back knees, step the left foot back into downward facing dog. As you inhale, come forward into plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees, and then the torso to the earth. Inhale, open the chest, cobra pose. And exhale, press the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Step the right foot in between the hands. The left knee will come to the earth. Maybe pad up that left knee, and when you feel ready, lift the torso for Anjaneyasana, arms lifting high. One more inhale. And exhale, hands come to the earth, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and step the left foot up to meet the right, folding over the legs. Hook the thumbs in front of you, bring a gentle bend into the knees, and as you inhale, swoop the arms all the way up, open the heart to the sky. And exhale, bring hands to the heart center, and release them by the sides of the body. Once again, hook the thumbs, gentle bend in the knees, inhale, swoop the arms up, opening the heart. Exhale, gentle bend in the knees, swoop the arms all the way around behind you, clasping the hands as you fold over the legs. Release hands to the earth. The left foot steps way back this time. This time, keep the left knee lifted. Lift the torso, high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, option to lower the knees or keep them lifted for chaturanga. Inhale to open the chest, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and step the left foot between the hands. Finding your high lunge when you're ready, lifting the torso. And then stepping the right foot up next to the left for your Tadasana mountain pose. Arms released next to the body, standing up really nice and tall. From here, we're going to come into Utkatasana, chair pose. So bend the knees deeply, lift the arms, weight is in the heels. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, the legs are going to stay right where they are. You're going to lower the torso halfway as the arms reach towards the back of your mat. Inhale, lift the torso and the arms, stay low in the legs. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. So option to take 3 more just like that, or play with coming onto toes. So you're in your chair pose on your toes. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the torso. Half chair on the toes. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower the torso. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the heels to the earth. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step the feet back, downward facing dog. From here, step right foot between hands for warrior 1. So left heel comes down, hips are square to the front of your mat. Go ahead and lift the arms. And then from here, bring the hands behind you. Go ahead and clasp the hands. Reach the fist package towards the left foot as you open that grateful heart up towards the sky. And then releasing hands, bring them to heart center. Lean the torso over the right leg. Use the left toes to propel you forward into your warrior 3. So the left heel is reaching for the back wall, crown of the head reaching forward, toes pointing down. And then come all the way up to stand, bringing the left foot up next to the right. From here, we'll find warrior 1 on the other side. So the right foot's going to go straight back, right heel down, hips facing the front of your mat, arms lift high, Virabhadrasana 1. Pull the pubic bone towards the navel so the lower belly stays firm and awake. Go ahead and bring hands back behind you, clasp them, and inhale to open the heart. Release the hands, bring them to heart center. Lean the torso over left leg. Use the right toes to push you forward, coming into warrior 3 on the left side. And then coming all the way up to stand, so lift the torso, bring right foot next to the left. Beautiful. And from here, we're going to come down to kneel for camel pose. So making your way onto the knees, and depending on the thickness of your mat, I recommend bringing a blanket, something underneath your knees for camel pose. Maybe you can just fold your mat once or twice to give yourself some cushion. Make sure the knees are right underneath the hip points. So if you feel the bony protrusions of the hip points, your headlights, you want the knees directly underneath those. And we're going to tuck the toes underneath, firm up the belly, so pull the pubic bone up towards the navel. Yeah. Take a few rolls of the shoulders here, find openness in the chest, and then bring hands onto the low back. Fingertips can face up or face down, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And begin to find length here in the spine. So you want to imagine the spine getting as long as possible, and then imagine it just gets so long that it begins to sort of lean back, like a plant that gets really tall and then starts to lean at the top. So the hips are going to stay right over the knees. Maybe you release the hands for the feet, as long as you're not searching for feet too much or leaning back to find them. You can stay here. Maybe you can drop the head all the way back. And then bringing hands to the low back once again. Lifting the torso. Untuck the toes. Have a seat on your feet. Turn the palms to face up on the lap. Close down the eyes. Feel your heart beating in your chest. Begin to shift the hips side to side gently, neutralizing the lower back. And then from here, we'll take our counter pose for our back bend. So we'll come into a child's pose. Nice and easy. Just slowly beginning to drape the torso over the legs, bringing the forehead onto the earth. And then slowly lifting the head and the torso, finding a seat. So propping yourself up if you'd like, finding a comfortable seat for you. Closing down the eyes. Taking a moment here, bringing the palms to touch at heart center. Go ahead and bow the head gently towards the hands. In this gesture of gratitude, grateful for having been able to move through this practice. Grateful for the breath that fills your lungs. Grateful for all the many gifts that you have in your life. And as you go through your day, if things start to go not the way you'd planned or the way you'd wanted, because, life, bring back to mind all the things that you have to be grateful for. And start this day with a grateful heart. Thank you so much for allowing me to lead you in this practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here on the mat this morning. Take this sense of gratitude with you into your day, into every day. I'll meet you right back here on the mat tomorrow morning.